The planet Mars is one of the most studied things in the universe. The region is notable for being the only potentially habitable planet in the vicinity, as well as the only planet where NASA and other renowned space organizations from around the world have dispatched rovers to explore the alien scenery. We found indications of organic water, methane, and more as a result of dozens of these flights. Scientists are still intrigued about this planet and whether or not it can or has ever supported life. The unexpected discovery of a purple color on Mars rocks has geologists scratching their heads. Mars, which got the entitlement Red Planet, is revealing its true colors. Is this a symptom of life? Is it possible that we finally discovered a new place to call home? Is it the aliens, or is it something else entirely? Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another amazing episode. And in today's video, we'll learn about the mysterious discovery on Mars discovered by NASA's Rover, which could lead us to a new home. But before that, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like for this video. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the topic. Since we first saw it as a star-like object in the night sky, Mars has intrigued humans. Humans set out in the 1960s to learn what the Red Planet could offer us. With hundreds of worlds in our solar system, Mars has become one of the most studied bodies. It is a dynamic planet with seasons, polar ice caps, canyons, extinct volcanoes, and signs that it was once even more active. Most importantly, it could be habitable, even though the chances of ancient life on Mars appears to be slim. When we realize that Mars isn't the only potentially livable world in our vicinity, the argument that we should explore it because it may be a livable world loses its heat. Scientists have detected spurting water at Saturn's moon Enceladus and Jupiter's moon Europa, to name a few potentially habitable water ice worlds in our solar system. In addition, the extremely viral discovery of phosphate in Venus's atmosphere generated discussion about the planet's brightness. Experts, however, believe that based on present information, that is a stretch. Nonetheless, signs of life have been discovered. Why? Yet again, is the question. Why do you keep returning to Mars? Scientists have gained a wealth of information about the planet as a result of all of these expeditions, but they continue to return. According to scientists, there is something truly unique about Mars. According to the website, space.com, 3 new missions have either arrived on Mars or are approaching it every 2 years or so. The planets align for launch possibilities. With present technology, Mars is close enough to be visited very simply. It has a very tough atmosphere to land in and navigate through. However, unlike Venus, your spacecraft will not be crushed or melted on the surface. NASA now has 4 spacecraft exploring the objects, including its Endurance rover, which made the latest purple finding. Perseverance rover, the largest and most advanced rover NASA has launched to another world, touched down on Mars early last year. It is one of 3 spacecraft that will arrive at Mars in 2021. We know this, and red dust gives Mars a reddish hue from the surface to the sky, as the name suggests. For your information, Perseverance, also known as Percy, is a car-sized Mars rover that will be used as part of NASA's Mars 2020 mission to study the crater Jezero. The Jet Propulsion Laboratory built it, and it was launched on July 30th, 2020 at 11:50 UTC on February 18th, 2021. Confirmation that the rover had successfully landed on Mars was received. Perseverance has been operating on Mars for 330 sols or 340 Earth days, since its landing on January 24, 2021. NASA called the landing spot Octavia E, Butler Landing, after the rover's arrival. Perseverance has a design that is comparable to Curiosity, its predecessor rover, from which it was considerably updated. It has 7 principal payload instruments, 19 cameras, and 2 microphones on board. The rover also brought the Ingenuity mini helicopter to Mars, an experimental aircraft and technological demonstration that flew for the first time on another planet on April 19, 2021. Since its maiden flight, Ingenuity has completed 14 more powered flights on another planet for a total of 15 powered flights. The rover's objectives include identifying ancient Martian environments capable of supporting life, searching for evidence of previous microbial life in those environments, collecting rock and soil samples for storage on the Martian surface, and testing oxygen production from the Martian atmosphere in preparation for future crewed missions. The Perseverance rover has 4 major objectives in its journey that complement the research goals of the Mars Exploration Program, which are searching for habitability and identifying past environments capable of supporting microbial life, looking for biosignatures or signs of possible past microbial life in those habitable environments, especially in specific rock types known to preserve signs over time, collecting core rock and regolith or soil samples and storing them on the Martian surface, and preparing for humans, testing oxygen production from the Martian atmosphere. Perseverance makes an arching drive southward from its landing site to Zeta Unit to undertake a toe dip into the unit to acquire remote sensing measurements of geology targets in the initial research mission. It will next return to the crater floor fractured rough, where it will collect the first core sample. The first science campaign comes to a close with a flyover of the Octavia B Butler landing site. Perseverance will spend several months in the second campaign traveling to the Three Forks, where she will be able to explore geologic places at the base of the historic Neretva River Delta, as well as ascend to the delta by driving up a valley wall to the northwest. However, NASA's Perseverance rover spotted streaks of distant color among the rusty colors. At nearly every spot visited by the robot, geologists, the Martian sky turned purple. According to Anna Olia, a geochemist at Los Alamos National Observatory who presented an early examination of the coating at a recent meeting of the American Geological Union, the color generates a thin, smooth layer on certain stones, while leaving paint blobs on others. Other stones appear to have been partially covered in magenta, ISEC purple, which appears on rocks of all shapes and sizes, including small pebbles. No other rover on Mars had ever seen or observed anything like this. So where did it originate? What caused these coatings to form in the first place? Olila says she doesn't have a solid response for us right now, so we'll have to wait a little longer to learn more about these purple rocks. Scientists, like the rest of us, are interested in learning more about this. Nina Lanza, the team leader for space and planetary exploration, who has been examining the coatings with Leela, believes that there is a lot to look forward to as the examination continues. Scientists may find numerous solutions to the mystery of these odd purple splotches. It can reveal details about Mars's journey, such as whether it was once home to ancient life. As they formed, the coating's chemical and mineral makeup may have encoded information about the surrounding environment, enabling scientists to recreate long-lost environments. Microbes play a role in the formation of numerous stony veneers on Earth. As a result, they may have more immediate proof of life. By examining crusts like this, scientists can learn more about how other worlds work, how universal are geological processes, and how do they change from world to planet, wonders Cassandra Marnoka, an environmental microbiologist at Niagara University in New York. These purple streaks might hold a key. The purple Martian coatings were discovered in a genuine crater on Mars. When Perseverance arrived in the crater, it flushed a purple in its images at virtually every stop along the trip. It's a 28-mile-wide crater caused billions of years ago by a meteorite collision that previously contained an ancient lake. On Mars, rock coatings are common. The abundance of purple specks in the rose has perplexed scientists. Bradley Garzinski of Purdue University is studying the coatings using data from two Moscam-Z cameras. These cameras serve as the scientific eyes of the rover. According to the researcher, scientists can get a rough idea of rock composition by gathering images using a variety of filters that block various wavelengths of light, something they haven't observed with previous rover missions. Using the rover's supercam, Olila and her colleagues are getting a closer look at the coatings. By blasting a laser at a small amount of material, supercam can vaporize it and detect its constituent makeup. Each lesser explosion creates a snapping noise and a slight depression on the surface. When the laser slices through the coating and into the rock beneath, the scientists can hear it, because the noise is picked up by a microphone aboard the rover. These noises also reveal information about the characteristics of the rock, such as its hardness. The purple color looks to be a layer that is softer and chemically distinct from the rocks beneath. According to preliminary findings from these examinations, Moscam-Z images imply the coatings may contain forms of iron oxide, according to Garzinski, whereas supercam analysis suggests they are high in hydrogen and magnesium, according to Olila. These are some fascinating discoveries that can disclose light traces. Based on the presence of hydrogen, water may have played a role in the formation of the purple patches. Iron oxide, like rust on an iron rod left in the rain, shows the presence of water. More studies could reveal a plethora of information about the Martian's west past, such as how long water lasted in the Jezero crater and the chemistry of the lake. The purple specks, on the other hand, are a bit of a conundrum. The current route of Perseverance does not cut through the lake deposits, but rather rocks created by cooling lava. It's unclear how the rocks ended there on the crater floor, or when and how the crater came into contact with them. According to Lonza, if she were to estimate where coatings can be found in this entire package of stuff and just throw it away, it wouldn't be here. Such veneers are usually associated with life on Earth, according to National Geographic. As a result, the coating found in Martian rocks could be extremely useful to astrobiologists. In a hostile environment in otherwise parched areas, the nooks and crannies of rocks can give nutrition, sun protection, and moisture, providing a small haven for bacteria by metabolizing metals blasted from the rock surface or dissolving in water. Some of these bacteria play a role in the development of coatings. Coatings on Mars could help shield fragile biological structures from being damaged by the planet's intense solar radiation, which could help preserve traces of ancient species. The scientists hope to understand more about the coating's composition and seek organic molecules in the Martian crust that could suggest the presence of microbes. However, there is a minor snag in researching these Martian pebbles. Super cameras, chemical measurements, and laser sound modifications don't always seem to line up. The heavy wind on Mars also limits the number of times astronomers can hear the laser cracks. Mars, as one of the researchers put it, doesn't make life simple for us. One of the few methods to definitively pin down the purple spots developed is to return the rocks to Earth for lab investigation. Even though Perseverance is a formidable mission, the rover's small size limits the number of instruments and equipment it can transport to Mars. Because one of the mission's goals is to save the most promising samples, Perseverance explains why it's critical to keep returning to Mars. If all goes according to plan, NASA and the European Space Agency will conduct an ambitious sample return mission later this decade, bringing the rocks back to Earth for examination in advanced, secure facilities on our home planet. After that, we've reached the finish of our video. For the time being, these purple splotches have been added to the list of unresolved mysteries. However, we may be able to obtain the answers shortly. These purple patches are unquestionably unrelated to aliens. The purple rocks, on the other hand, may hold the key to our survival on Mars. What are your thoughts on the purple finish? Is it true that life began there? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to receive information on new space videos. Until then, have a wonderful day and thank you for watching. Peace!